What's the fate of Coach Ben? Who will be the next victim of the girls, and could there be other past survivors in the wilderness? Yellowjackets 3 is about to change everything, with dark answers to many questions from Season 2. Coach Ben has gone through hell ever since the plane crash. Well, they all have. But Ben's fate keeps worsening every second they spend trying to survive. And now viewers aren't sure if he made it out alive in Season 2. For the first time, Ben witnessed how terrible teenagers can be for survival after they got trapped, starting with when he saw the Yellowjackets feeding on Jackie's body. Also, his handicap situation doesn't help at all, as he can do little to help his own life by hunting. However, Yellowjackets 3 might not give Ben a safe space if he ends up alive, because his situation will only worsen. After the girls escape the burning cabin, they will look for Ben and try to hold him responsible for the fire. But then Season 3 will show fans if Ben is as monstrous as the others or not by revealing the person behind the fire. And honestly, Ben has the biggest reason to get rid of them all, as he's been disgusted by their flesh-eating acts and would love to end it. Also, Ben has Javi's cave to take shelter, but he obviously can't survive the wilderness alone due to his condition. Hence, it will be a wild journey, as Ben and the girls will have a game of survival to play, and Ben stands to lose the most. Yellowjackets have covered the mystery of the pit girl long enough, but Season 2 may have hinted at who the person could be. In Season 2, we learned that almost every crash survivor hallucinated at one point or the other, but only one of them had hallucinations that stood out, while others were still experiencing other forms of hallucination. Mari already had continuous hallucinations of hearing a blood-dripping sound only she could hear. Then her full senses upgraded until she started seeing the blood dripping from the cabin walls. Still, she was the only one who could sense it. And then finally, the pit girl, whose identity is still unknown, was dragged and tied to a tree as blood dripped out of her body. And Mari's previous hallucinations might mean that she was seeing what her passing would look like. Moreover, Mari isn't part of the adult females that survived the wilderness, and the appearance of the pit girl with long dark hair seems to match Mari. Also, the girl who fell into the trap had Jackie's necklace on, and only Mari was close to Jackie, aside from Shauna in the wilderness. So, since many details are coming into daylight with every episode of Yellowjackets, Mari could get revealed as the unfortunate pit girl. There was a time when fans of Yellowjackets were pretty sure that Lottie would turn out to be the infamous Antler Queen. However, nothing is ever straightforward with this show, and another wild guess of who might be the Antler Queen is already making waves, and it's one of the twists that Season 3 will shock the fans with. Natalie could be the Antler Queen ever since Lottie passed on the leading job to her, which makes so much sense. Also, the teen girls show respect for Natalie and trust that she's being led right by the spirits of the wilderness. Additionally, the adult Ty made a terrific revelation of how Natalie was a big part of how they made it out of the Forbidden Woods. So, viewers should get ready to see Natalie in her bravest form in Season 3, and the reason behind her energy could be because she is the Antler Queen. But the show loves to surprise its viewers, and it wouldn't be strange if the Antler Queen turned out to be a figment of the imagination and hallucinations created by the evil forces that trap them in the woods. Whichever way it happens, more surprises are coming to reveal a little bit more of who the Antler Queen is. Just like fans can't figure out what's going on and who's behind the Antler Queen's mask, it's also the same strange feeling about the man with no eyes. If more thrilling moments come with Season 3, then the man with no eyes can't be escaped from, as he will be a major part of the horror coming for everyone. And also, this entity has caused and influenced many things in the lives of the Yellowjackets in the wilderness and their adult lives with their families. The man with no eyes only had contact with Ty in Season 2 as she led her to a tree with strange symbols on it while she was sleepwalking. And the mention of eyes happened to be surrounding Ty's life with her son Sammy, drawing eyes on his window to keep evil off, and her grandmother's lifeless body being without eyes at her funeral. So all of these clues will come together in Season 3, as Lottie already gave fans clues as to what to expect. According to Lottie, she was chosen because she has sensitive ears. So Ty could also be the one picked to serve as an observant eye for the wilderness, where the man with no eyes will play a bigger part. And viewers have to see how Ty will be exceptional in discovering things faster than the others. And it's just about time for Season 3 to switch everything up with how it plays it all out. So that means there are more dangerous things to be seen by Ty before they can be rescued. And none is going to be easy to look at. There are also things yet to be revealed about Javi when he disappeared, and who the friend he had been referring to is. Although Javi couldn't express himself much in words, words after returning to the group, he told Ben that his friend warned him against coming back. And the mind-blowing thing is that in Season 3, the friend might not be a supernatural being like many viewers expected, and it could be someone who got trapped before them. On his return, Javi started showing signs like bowing to the shrine they made, and how he learned to survive in the cold winter in the cave where he took his shelter explains that Javi wasn't making up the friend he was talking about. And that means someone was really with Javi, who showed him how things are done in the wilderness for survival. Although it's unclear whether other living people found themselves in the dangerous woods as the Yellowjackets did, there are signs that people were once there, and one of them, who happens to be Javi's friend, survived and tried to discourage him from returning to meet the rest because they knew what could go wrong based on past experiences. Nevertheless, whoever this person is, whether one truly cares for Javi or a new person they didn't know about, will be revealed in Season 3, and their presence promises to be crazier and fatal to the other survivors because they know the woods better. Javi's friends showing up would mean that there are others like them in the wilderness who were present before the Yellowjackets plane crashed. So viewers will find out some of the things that happened to these people who have landed in a wild place like that. Also, Season 3 will change everything by revealing why the wilderness separated Yellowjackets and their predecessors, and the answers are gonna be ugly. Another creepy event waiting to be unraveled in Season 3 is discovering Crystal's body and knowing why it suddenly disappeared. Since viewers are no strangers to how manipulative the strange forest can be, it could be the one who hid Crystal's body so that the group could hunt for another person, leading to more bloodshedding. Also, the body might have gotten eaten by wild animals, so there are a lot of things that could have led to the disappearance of the body. However, one thing you should know is that they will find the body, and since it's still winter, the body will likely be preserved, and you already know the fate of the body. It doesn't matter if it's found or not in the end anyway, as their plans for it aren't better than what the wild animals could do to the body. With all of these inhumane happenings set to shake everything up in Season 3, many cast members will return to continue the wild practices. Teen and adult Shauna, played by Sophie Nélisse and Melanie Linsky, will both return. Aside from the craziness happening all around, Thaisa, who will still have her political career to look forward to, will also be featuring, as the actresses Tawny Cypress and Jasmine Savoy will be returning. Coach Ben is also likely to return, as his story hasn't ended yet, so Steven Kruger will be back for this role to solve some of the unanswered questions left in Season 2. Misty has a lot to deal with now that Natalie is no more, and both the older and younger version of this character will return with the cast. Christina Ricci and Samantha Hanratty taking things to the next level. Sadly, with the past events, the actress who plays adult Natalie, Juliette Lewis, isn't going to return except through flashbacks. And many other teens who didn't make it in the wilderness struggles of Season 2 will also not be returning. So the gloomy future lies ahead on the fate of the surviving characters, which could only get crazier. The creators had a meeting to begin writing for the chilling things expected in Season 3 when the writer's strike started. But as soon as a fair deal is reached, Yellowjackets 3 will begin production. Like the fans, the show's creators can't wait to bring on more Eat or Be Eaten episodes, as the girls are still starving and someone must be sacrificed. So what do you think of the dark events set to happen in Yellowjackets 3? And what are your theories of how things will turn out in the wilderness next season? Let us know your thoughts in the comments, and thanks for watching.